welcome to the first episode of Film Nerd TV. I'm Hunter, I'm a film nerd, and this is the Star Wars exclusive show that I like to call Force TV, where we break down Star Wars news, talk about the movies, everything Star Wars can be found right here. Wearing the Star Wars shirt. Look at that. And as you guys know, it is Star Wars Celebration in Orlando 2017. Sucks I could not be in Orlando this year to check out all the panels, all the excitement, all the cosplayers, all the, just nostalgic of Star Wars, because as you guys know or may not know, I'm a huge fan of Star Wars. And sorry if you can see my light switch here, but had to do something and had to have something for a background. So I gotta have the original Star Wars poster from A New Hope right there. But thought I'd make this video to go over some of the key elements, the key panels of Star Wars Celebration Orlando. I've actually caught most of the panels that they were showing on YouTube. Thank you to the Star Wars channel on YouTube for live streaming all 3 days. I'm on day 3 now. But just all the panels I saw were just incredible, from Small Talk with Warren Davis to the great emotional tribute that Mark Hamill gave to Carrie Fisher, which had me tearing up at some points and laughing at others, which we'll definitely talk about that. We'll definitely talk about Star Wars 40th anniversary panel, and of course the granddaddy of them all, the Last Jedi panel with our first Last Jedi Star Wars Episode 8 review teaser that I'm going to give at the end of the show. Okay, let's start with just the overall reaction of what I saw from Celebration and the excitement that Celebration brings every year is so amazing, because you get to see Star Wars fans like myself. I didn't grow up with the original Star Wars. Really, I've really got into it in the past 2 or 3 years is when I started really getting into it, really getting into the canon, and really getting into some of the novels that I want to start reading. And just Star Wars has really started to take over my life, and I love it. It's one of those sagas that I can keep going back and watching just whenever. Which tomorrow's Easter, so I'm probably going to spend most of the day watching Star Wars, because that just sounds like a great Easter to me. But going, seeing all the fans and seeing all the cosplayers and seeing all, let me fix that real quick. There we go. But seeing all the cosplayers, seeing all people dressing up, and people really getting excited for these panels, and just the Star Wars, and the mystique, the greatness of Star Wars. Oh, we gotta focus a little bit. There we go. Really brings the fans together, and that's something that I absolutely love. And sorry if I'm really going off on a tangent. It's like 3 in the morning right now. I'm probably heading to bed after this. But I have to get my opening thoughts on the Star Wars Celebration as a whole. Let's start with the first one I saw, which was the Star Wars 40th anniversary panel. Incredible. You had people like George Lucas. You had Hayden Christensen. You had Ian McDermott. Anthony Daniels, I'm trying to remember all of them. Harrison Ford was there, which he got the loudest applause. You had people like Billy D. Williams and I'm probably going to forget some names, and I apologize, but they had a lot of people there, and just going back and listening to the how Star Wars was made, how they were cast, how they cast people like Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher and Mark Hamill and Anthony Daniels and Peter Mayhews and all of them, and how the different stories that each of them had about George Lucas and about Star Wars as a whole, and just it was incredible. Star Wars has been ongoing this past weekend. I've been marathoning all these days that they have live streamed, and that was probably one of my favorites. One of two that are my favorites. And I'm probably going to try to get into Rebels. So that will be another, review out for you guys. Would be Star Wars Rebels seasons 1, 2, 3, and then hopefully I can see the panel for the Force Awakens, or not Force Awakens, for Star Wars Rebels season 4. But yeah, just really great panel. Had such a good time. The crowd was so involved in it. They were, asked a lot of questions. And then I watched a Ian McDermott, I think it's called, Path the Dark Side or something like that. But it was just an Ian McDermott, Emperor Palpatine, just discussion panel where he goes into different details about how he got the role of Palpatine, and at the end, he did a Q&A, and there was just a lot of people riffing jokes, and they were just having such a good time. And I wish I was there live, because that would have been so much fun. I want to go one year really, really bad. What other panels they have? We're going to talk about the Last Jedi panel, but I do want to talk about the Carrie Fisher tribute show that Mark Hamill gave, and it was, Mark Hamill is a great guy. Going through this tragedy of losing someone that's very close to him, like Carrie Fisher was, but he's always putting a smile on his face. He's always, he even said on stage, he's like, Carrie wouldn't want us to be, moaning and, upset because we lost her. She would want us to smile and laugh and have a good time. And that's what he really showed in this tribute show. He showed the lighter side of Carrie Fisher. He showed how, no matter what, she would always have a smile on her face. She would always find a reason to laugh and to enjoy life. And there was a time in the panel where I did kind of break down a little bit, and it was when Mark Hamill was reading the interview that he had with I think it was a news article after Carrie Fisher's passing. And pretty much he's like, this is damn hard. Excuse me. And just to let you guys know, I'm going to briefly be coughing. I've just getting over a cold. But, he's talking about how it's a damn shame that we lost someone like her, and that he wished, she would come back, and it really left a knot right there in your throat. You're just like, but he immediately came back to a lighter side, and I love seeing that. I love seeing how, he would always come back to Carrie Fisher is the princess. I couldn't see no one else be the princess. Carrie Fisher played such a pivotal role that the princess was her. She was Leia. She wasn't the character, but the person was Leia. And what you saw on screen was just her. And you really felt that. Um, Now we can get on to the Last Jedi panel, which was fucking amazing. Oh my god. You had Kathleen Kennedy. You had the director Rian Johnson. Mark Hamill was there. Daisy Ridley was there. You know, the actor who played Finn. I'm sorry I don't know your name, man. If I can remember it, let me know in the comments below. But they had, a lot of people there, and, they showed this amazing Star Wars teaser poster that just looked incredible. It looked exactly like the teaser poster for Star Wars for A New Hope, where in The New Hope, Luke's holding up the lightsaber, and then you have the people in the background. This one was Rey holding up the lightsaber with, on this side of her, which this side of her was Luke, and on this side of her was Kylo Ren, and she had the lightsaber and looked incredible. I'll try to put the picture in the comments so you guys can see it. And of course, Rian Johnson. Why is this coming out of focus a lot? We good? We in focus? Yeah, we're good. Rian Johnson said, of course, there's a trailer. There had to be. And the fans went nuts when he said we have a teaser trailer. And the teaser trailer was absolutely incredible. Like, oh my god, am I excited for episode 8. I am so stoked. I mean, I saw Rogue One in the theaters. I loved Rogue One. I saw Force Awakens. I loved Force Awakens. I love the original trilogy. There's some moments of the prequels I do like. Oh, another panel I'm going to talk about in a minute. But, let's go over the review of the trailer. It was amazing. You saw Rey, and she was training. You saw a really good shot of her using the lightsaber, spinning around. It was a really good little scene. You had Luke saying, breathe, just breathe in the trailer. You also had, at the very end, he says it's time for the Jedi to end. And I'm worried about Luke, everybody. Could this be the last time we see Luke Skywalker? Possibly. I mean, we lost Han Solo last year. So now we might end up losing Luke Skywalker. Alright, the trailer was incredible. I loved the trailer. Perfect little teaser to get people talking and, just get people to really get excited for a new Star Wars episode 8. I hear a lot of hate on episode 7. I loved The Force Awakens. Yes, it was kind of a rehash of A New Hope, but they took they took it in a new direction, which was so well done. I loved it. I don't know why people are suddenly bashing on it, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was a really, really great movie. Episode 8, though, seems going to get very, very intense. And I cannot wait. And the last panel that I want to talk about is the Ray Park panel. If you guys know what Star Wars is, you know who Ray Park is. He was the greatest part of any of the prequels. That's Darth Maul. He also played as Nightcrawler. For you guys who are X2 fans, you guys may know he played Nightcrawler. This dude was so full of energy at this panel. I mean, he was dancing around, he was showing martial arts with a lightsaber, he was interacting with the fans. It was just such a fun panel to watch, and I was laughing. I was having such a ball. I was really interested in the stories he was telling about, you know, him joining martial arts when he was very young, and how, you know, he was influenced by people like Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan, and, you know, the student has a very interesting story, and, you know, he goes over, the funniest part is him and Warwick Davis reenacting the Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, and Darth Maul fight in the, on episode 1, where Maul gets cut in half. Warwick Davis was incredible. He was a great host for all the panels. He had so much fun, and you could tell in his face. He was just a fun guy to be around. But that scene where Darth Maul is well, I think it's Qui-Gon, or no, Obi-Wan, where Obi-Wan is hanging on the little hole area, and Darth Maul does little sparks or whatever. Excuse me, but Warwick Davis tries to do that, and he realizes that the stage is very higher than he realizes, and he's trying to hang on. He can't get up. Fans have to help him up. It was just, he was having such a ball, and, you know, Ray Park is such a cool dude from what I can see, and, you know, I really wish I was at Celebration this year in Orlando. I want to go there one year, and if I do, I'm definitely bringing the video camera. I'm vlogging everything I see there, because, wow. And I may have another video out after I see day 3 and just talk about more Star Wars. This is what I hope to do with this channel, is make it all about, not all about Star Wars, but all about Star Wars, geek culture. You know, I'm going to have a comic show, a comic book channel, comic movies. That's going to be all in one show. I'm going to have a movie section where I just talk about movie news. I want to have, and my movie reviews. I want to start doing movie reviews. I just have to get a movie rating system that you guys will enjoy. But Star Wars Celebration as a whole, I'm not going to rate it because you don't rate conventions. But this, for what I saw, was a great convention with great panels, great stories from the cast. You know, I love seeing fans who are as passionate about stuff like this as I am, because it makes me feel like I'm a part of a family. And that's what Star Wars is. Star Wars is just one big family. You know, the cast, the crew, the fans, we are Star Wars. We all are Star Wars, and that's what I love about this, is that we're one big dysfunctional family. But I love all the movies. I'm going to start watching Rebels probably tomorrow. Tomorrow night. If I can find it on a streaming site, I'll definitely watch it. And I will try to get reviews out. If I can even finish Season 1, I'll have a Season 1 review. I'll have a Season 2 review. I'll have a Season 3 review. I know they're old, but given my first impressions. Alright guys, if you guys enjoyed these little Star Wars, you know, shows, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what I can change, and let me know, you know, whatever questions, whatever comments you guys want to, you know, ask me, any questions. This right here has been Force TV. I'm Hunter from Film Nerd TV, and I'll see you guys soon. Stay nerdy, y'all.